Yo, collect and connect. Blake and Chad.
Chad.
And Blake.
Collect
and connect.
Blake and Chad's Collect and Connect.
This is Luke Chu. Dave Presley.
Blake and Chad's.
This is
Blake and Chad's.
This is
Collect and Connect.
It wasn't the only one. Like, I do other characters. I was still trying other things, but Augustus was pretty much always in the mix. And then the next time I felt that same like spark was with Mossy the Moss Spirit. And I'm obsessed with moss and like lichens and mushrooms and things. And I just like, I don't know, just something, again, it was like a spark. It's something that I knew I could draw or paint or sculpt or like have in my life forever, just like Augustus, and never get sick of it. It's limitless. So that's like that's a kind of a thing that I'm trying to attain. And then, and so it kind of progressed that way. I think Cloudypuffs and Shrumi Mushroomi around the same time. Shrumi is my mushroom spirit character, and Cloudypuffs is this cloud character. And, I have a few other characters, Crispoo, and I have many characters. I even eventually came out with one that's kind of like a villain, and it's a robot, but it's actually not really super villainous.
Was Augustus your first one that you created then, for characters?
So that's not my first ever that I've ever created, but it's the one that's lasted the longest. So.
And then was there a reason for that?
Yeah. I would say, because it was the first one that I felt like sort of embodied, like, not only, it's weird, it's so hard to explain, like embodied.
Well, you could add like character to it and make it, have the feel to it. Like
it embodied like a subject matter that matters very deeply to me, which is just ultimately like, it's a discussion of like mortality and like, what are we doing with our time on this earth? And like, there's a whole lore and backstory behind Augustus, the character, but there's also a deeper like macro overarching element, which is super important to me. And I think is like somehow
cool.
If I can add anything to the world before I die, like, I hope that will be something.
That's awesome. And did you leave these around Chicago? I saw you left some around Chicago and stuff. So
yeah.
Did everyone find them? Have they all been found, or?
Yeah, somebody. So a few people were looking, but one person was like, "I'm about an hour away, and I'm on my way," and then they found it. They took a picture with it.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I saw that on your Twitter handle. Like, I saw this. Was it a stadium behind it? What was that?
It was an old creepy tomb. It's called
okay.
Couch Tomb.
It wasn't a stadium at all.
Oh.
Should have looked closer. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I got lost. I actually had to walk in the cold, and it's a long story, but basically it was very cold. I was being rained on, and I was like, I'm not quitting. I'm doing this. It's the only chance I have. Yeah. So and it was worth it. It was a successful scavenger hunt. And so that person, I've already contacted them. They get an NFT. So it's a physical, plus whoever found it gets an NFT of my Open Mind, which is an OE that I released in January.
I saw that. 1 second here. Let's see here. What was that, like 0.033?
I think it was 0.025.
0.025.
Was that on Manifold? Did you release that?
Yep.
Yeah, I believe I minted one of those.
Oh, nice. Are you in the Discord? Because
I honestly I am. I
okay,
haven't been very active recently or a
because I
whole
have a
lot, but
raffle.
yeah, no, oh yeah, I
have a
definitely
raffle
have not
coming up.
seen that. Okay, I'll jump in again.
Yeah, I hinted at it in my latest Discord announcement that there's a raffle coming up for holders, but I'm gonna start like hammering people over the head to like be paying attention to the Discord pretty soon.
We had a sprinkle a while back about VeVe. Is there anything still over there sprinkling or?
Yeah, so like we had a plan and I can't say too much about it. We had like a
Sure.
whole plan and then you know, for reasons that they don't have control over, that just had to be postponed. Which is totally fine and understandable. But so then we did announce that we were going to release the one of one, and I'm 95% finished with the one of one, but I had to focus on my solo show. I had to prioritize that. So I'm literally like, that's literally on the top of my board. I have a big board right here that you can't see because there's all this other stuff on it, but it's like at the top of my board. It's like VeVe one of one. So
Get her done, get her done. That's
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so your Twitter handle,
Sure.
you got your
All
website,
the socials.
and, your
Yep.
socials. and
So
stuff.
I am at Mumbot on Twitter, Instagram. I'm MUMBOTWORLD on TikTok, but everything else I'm just at Mumbot, and my website is www.mumbotworld.com.
All right.
Awesome.
Do you host any Twitter Spaces weekly? I know
I
there's
have.
a lot on there, but
I have. Oh, please also follow. Come to my Discord, discord.gg/MumbotWorld, and also check out my international creative community, the _ Ghost Club on Twitter, and there's a Discord link in the profile of that. We do host. I host occasionally my own Twitter Spaces, but we host more often. I would say every 2 weeks to monthly for Ghost Club. But I also started doing a little YouTube podcast, and it's really brand new, so it might be rough. But my first interview is with David Horvath, who, yeah, you guys would probably be interested in probably also.
We'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, he's the creator of Ugly Dolls, and he just recently came out with a Nickelodeon show called Bossy Bear.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we'd love to chat with him.
Awesome. I'll connect you
We're always
guys.
up for
Yes,
talking. Yeah, that'd be
Collect and
great.
connect.
Great.
Let's go. That's what we're
Exactly.
looking for. And is
And
it
that's-
mumbot.eth? Is that where we can send the NFT to? Or
Yeah, thank you.
all right, cool. Yeah, we'll send our two faces over. It's our logo.
I love that. Thank you
And our
so
last-
much.
Well, thank you so much.
you.
One last question. Do you have a 10K or a 5K collection? Are you planning on doing anything like that, or?
All right, so just I have worked on something that I paused for
Okay.
different reasons, and then I've actually been planning something, but I don't want to say it's coming out this year because I'm not sure yet, but I am planning something bigger than what I normally do.
All right, let's go.
Here we
2023
go.
Web3. I
Nice.
love it.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right, Chad, you want to take us on out, man?
Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate you coming on and chatting with us and taking the time. This is Blake and Chad's Collect Connect. I'm Chad. That's Blake. And this is Mumbot. We appreciate your time for coming on the show.
Yay, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Peace out. We'll see you at DesignerCon.